There are 5 behaviors that toxic people use to control and manipulate you. And if you're tolerating any of these, you're slowly giving away your power, your peace of mind, and your self-respect. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what these behaviors look like, why people use them, and most importantly, how to stop tolerating them starting right now. Let's dive in. Your boundaries are not suggestions. They're non-negotiable lines that protect your mental health, your energy, and your well-being. But here's the problem. Many of us have been conditioned to tolerate behaviors that we should never accept. We make excuses, we rationalize, and we convince ourselves that it's not that bad. But it is that bad, and it's time to stop settling for less than you deserve. The first unacceptable behavior is gaslighting. This is when someone manipulates you into questioning your own reality, memory, or perceptions. They'll say things like, "That never happened," "You're being too sensitive," or "You're imagining things." Here's what gaslighting looks like in real life. You clearly remember having a conversation about something important, but they insist it never happened. You express hurt about their actions, and they tell you you're overreacting. You bring up a pattern of behavior, and they make you feel crazy for noticing it. Gaslighting is psychological manipulation designed to make you doubt yourself so they can maintain control. The moment someone tries to rewrite your reality, that's your cue to trust yourself and set a firm boundary. Your experiences are valid, your feelings are real, and anyone who tries to convince you otherwise doesn't deserve access to your inner world. The second behavior that should never be tolerated is chronic disrespect. This isn't about occasional disagreements or bad days. This is about a consistent pattern of treating you as less than. Chronic disrespect shows up as interrupting you constantly, dismissing your opinions, making decisions that affect you without consulting you, showing up late repeatedly without apology, or speaking to you in a condescending tone. Here's what you need to understand. Respect isn't earned through perfection. Respect is the baseline for any healthy relationship. If someone can't offer you basic respect, they're showing you exactly how they value you. And when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. The hard truth? You teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. Every time you accept disrespect without consequence, you're sending the message that this behavior is acceptable. It's not. The third unacceptable behavior is emotional manipulation. This is when someone uses your emotions against you to get what they want. They might use guilt trips, emotional blackmail, or play the victim to avoid accountability. Emotional manipulators are masters at phrases like, "If you really loved me, you would... I guess I'm just a terrible person then. You're the only one who can help me." Or, "I don't know what I'll do if you don't." They weaponize your empathy and compassion. They make you feel responsible for their emotions while completely disregarding yours. They turn every conversation about their behavior into a pity party about their struggles. Here's the reality check you need. You are not responsible for managing other people's emotions. You are not required to set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. And anyone who tries to manipulate your emotions to control your actions is not someone who has your best interests at heart. The fourth behavior is boundary violation. This happens when someone repeatedly ignores or dismisses the limits you've set. You tell them no, and they keep pushing. You ask for space, and they bombard you with messages. You say you're not comfortable with something, and they do it anyway. Boundary violators often disguise their behavior as care or love. They'll say things like, "I'm just worried about you," "I know what's best for you," or "I'm only trying to help." But real love respects boundaries. Real care honors your autonomy. Some people will test your boundaries to see if you'll enforce them. They'll push a little bit here, cross the line a little bit there, and gradually train you to accept more and more violation. This is not accidental. This is strategic. Your boundaries are not up for negotiation. They're not starting points for a debate. When someone consistently violates your boundaries, they're telling you that their wants are more important than your comfort, your safety, and your well-being. The fifth and final behavior is consistent unreliability. This is when someone repeatedly fails to follow through on their commitments, promises, or responsibilities. They cancel plans last minute, don't show up when they say they will, or promise to change but never do. Unreliable people train you to have low expectations. They condition you to be grateful for the bare minimum. They make you feel like you're asking too much when you expect them to do what they said they would do. Reliability isn't about perfection, it's about consistency and communication. Reliable people don't promise what they can't deliver, and when life happens, they communicate openly and make it right. Here's your action plan. Identify which of these behaviors you're currently tolerating in your life. Choose one relationship where you need to set stronger boundaries. Have that conversation this week. Remember, you're not being mean by having standards, you're being healthy. Your peace of mind is not negotiable. Your self-respect is not optional. And you have every right to remove yourself from situations and relationships that consistently violate these principles. If this video helped you recognize something important about your relationships, hit that like button and subscribe for more content about building healthier boundaries. And remember, you deserve to be treated with respect, kindness, and consideration. Don't settle for less.